Hey Virgo, how are you? Welcome to Moonrise Cottage. This is Mary Ellen. I am here to serve the community of folks who are bringing forward the 4D and the 5D. And my readings often focus on love, not always. Sometimes we talk about you, and I think Leo, or pardon me, I just finished Leo. I think Virgo, for you in this moment, we are going to talk about a story that is uniquely about you and you, okay? So we're going to go deep. There's a link below for my website if you need a reading. If you want to join the meditation classes, there's a new class starting on the 2nd of May, and then we're going to break for the summer, and during the summer I'll have some special events. So go look at all of that. If you want a reading, the COVID-19 reading special price is still in force. And be sure to join the community that's building on Patreon, where you can, for a very small $3 per month donation, see all the extended readings for every sign every month. So I would appreciate your support, and let's jump into it, Virgo. I'm just shuffling the cards for the extended reading that's going to come out. So Virgo, look at that. That's from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. You have completed some part of your soul cycle, a circuit of your soul's existence, a numeral 9. You are standing in the highest order of the fullness of your being, your capacity. In these moments, you're done with something, and you are feeling very clear, very happy to be feeling your energy so abundant. You've been through a lot, Virgo. If you look back at the last couple of months, we're all developing in every moment, but Virgo, you've been through some stuff. And now, this is from the Triple Goddess Tarot, and now you're standing in the full light of the sun. There's you, Virgo. I love the way this card is depicted. So, if you look at the numerology, it adds up to a 10. So you are going to be finishing something in the month of April, or perhaps you already did it, some completion coming forward, about your own development, your own self. And you're going to make a new beginning, a brand new start in the full light of the sun. The sun card is the most beneficial card in any deck. Always, my guides are saying. Look at that, Virgo. How beautiful for you. You are starting this new journey, and you're going deeper into the flow of energy. You know, the Schumann's resonance and all the energy that's coming now onto the earth is causing all of us to shift and change and grow. Essentially, we have to, in order to be able to withstand the increase in the frequency. So go do a little study online about this. And the numerology here is a 7. You're ready. You've come into this new place, and you're advancing so rapidly that you are now standing in your place, asking the guides, asking yourself, asking the people around you, maybe, how is it that I can grow deeper into this place that I've discovered? Because I've been willing to take my journey, I've been willing to shift and grow and change, and now I feel myself becoming. So that's the blank shield. It's a very important moment in your life, Virgo. You are standing alone in your spot. It's a very important skill set to achieve. So I'm not going to go into it here, but join us on the extended reading. This is very, very impactful to have the blank shield. It's aligned with the blank rune, and it talks about what happens to you. What are the energies that you are inviting in? The frequencies that you are able to withstand now that you're in this place of being willing to expand and have this becoming, so to speak. So let's take a look. I've pre-shuffled. Yeah, there you are. Look at that. Virgo, gorgeous. The foundation of knowledge, the 6 of Pentacles. You're standing hand in hand, in a sense, with the Ancient Ones. Your guides, your spirit, your place, in the most sacred place that exists within you. You've come into your I am consciousness. You understand that you stand here upon this earth as a sentient expression of the shimmering universe. And what that brings to you is balance. You now have the capacity to bring into your life the people who have the ability to share with you. Okay, my guys are saying all kinds of words, but basically, equal give and takes. People who are actually willing and able to show up and bring balance. It's a very fertile moment. It's feminine energy being activated in order to bring forward what is meant to come. Love that. Thank you, Spirit. All right, let's see. I'll move this a little bit wider because these cards are giant. So here's that's you in this moment. That's the Lover's card, the sacred love of the universe. Virgo, you're choosing your pathway. You're deep in a love trance. Some of you have met a quantum partner. In this deck, the name of the Lover's card is the Lover of Devotion. So you are, I think, because of the way this is coming forward, you are devoting yourself to the sacred love of the universe. There may be, obviously, some of you have a person standing there in front of you that you are working very hard to come into balance with this person. The bond may not be a strong one at this point, except in the place where love resides inside of you and comes streaming through you, out of you, so to speak, from the universe. So look, that is the Five of Pentacles. Some of you are working toward bringing, again, more notions of balance. So readers will say you're feeling out in the cold. Whoever this person is, they're running you from pillar to post. They're not showing up. There's no equanimity in the relationship. You've been disrespected in a way that's huge. And you know what, Virgo? If you look back at some of the readings from the last couple of months, that was the topic. This is about a literal goddess who was married to an earthly king. And she had only a few requirements of him. And one, of course, was that he respect her. It's a long backstory, but basically, he failed to keep his pledge to her. And it caused her to go on this very difficult journey. She had to run a race with a racehorse and touch the stone of her destiny that was coming forward because of the situation she was in. She was pregnant at the time, and she was actually in labor. So she did what her beloved asked of her, and she went on this crazy race. And when she touched the stone of her destiny, she gave birth to twins, and she vanquished him from her life forever. So it's interesting that it's not the Three of Cups showing up. There's something going on for many of you, or that has transpired in a love relationship with someone that was really a quantum activator type of person. And while in this place, you had to basically cry out to the universe and ask for help. Ask the universe to bring you into balance so that you could dedicate yourself to the love that's in your heart in order to bring forward your sacred partner and choose the path that you were going to go on. Because your partner's standing there, but there was something amiss, clearly. So this is your human, if you're new, welcome. This is your human existence. Five of Pentacles. Somebody was not able or available to join you in this quantum partnership. They had their own issues. And so your response was to, for many of you, I think for most of you, you finally just thought, okay, I'm not doing this. This is not why I'm here on the earth. I'm going to take my lead from what's coming within me. I'm going to go do my journey. And that's exactly what you did, Virgo. And you're done with it. And you've come into a lot of wisdom, I think, because the blank rune is there. And we see the card from the journey of love. The card comes out, becoming. And it's moving you forward in the full light of your own sun, away from this occurrence. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Can you please give us some information about beautiful Virgo and the journey that they are on now? Yeah, look at this. Ooh, there was an ending. You were very serious about it, Virgo. You made a decision that you just could not keep doing what was being required of you in a state of so much imbalance. So you went out into your own deep. 10 of Wands. You dropped the burden of the relationship and you went inward. You know, okay, my guides are interrupting me a little bit. That's often the quantum partner experience, right? All these wounds that we carry, they come up to the surface through the relationship, and then we have to fight it out. And really the purpose of it is to help yourself develop. You can't ever make anybody do anything. You can't cause them to make a choice. You can't cause them to show up. All you can do is ask. And if they don't, and it causes you to feel this energy, you came at some point over the last several months, I think, and you just put it down and you just said, okay, Spirit, I have to go on my own journey. I don't understand what all the resistance is, but I'm not going to participate in it because I don't want to further the energy. And you went deep inside. Thank you, Spirit. In order to literally transform yourself, you dropped the burden that the relationship brought to you, and it was a very serious burden. I think you walked along with this like this goddess did for as long as you could tolerate it, and finally you just said, okay, you know what, I'm done. I'm going to go into the wisdom place. And you combined yourself, my guides are saying, with the universal consciousness of the Piscean energy. And then something happens because, you know, obviously when you come to a completion, something new happens. So you're going through this in the month of April. I think it's being stimulated. Look, 6 of Wands. There you are. You decided you were going to co-create with the universe. And stop trying to co-create with this relationship, whatever it was. You went out on your journey. And you were victorious. Something happened. You had a massive shift and change. You know, the snake swallowing its tail and then coming out in the full light of the sun, becoming something brand new. You're not the same anymore, Virgo. You are active. You are an activator. You are actively co-creating with the sacred fire of the universe. You've been victorious in this quest. This quest for you was a quest toward yourself. Thank you, Spirit. Really appreciate it. All right, what else can we know for beautiful Virgo? There's the quest. Look. 7 of Cups. You had to go get your vibration back. You lost it somewhere along the way. Well, okay, so there's a lot of chatter coming through, but you know, when you participate in something like that, it's very damaging. And you lose your mojo. Maybe you lose your groove. You lose your own instrument, your own vibration. And you have to go out onto a sacred adventure. Cloaked, in a sense, into the invisible realm, the universe, in order to figure out who you are and to finish this so that you no longer have to experience this and you're no longer willing to participate in it. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, ooh, something just jumped right out. Yeah, okay, Virgo, you know what, hang on. I'm going to have to move the camera back a little bit, I see, because these cards are giant. Okay, Virgo. That's where you're at on a soul level now. So this is your human journey. These are the things that the guides want to talk about, how you came to this place of balance because of a love connection. Someone that you love very much. And somehow there were obstacles and the relationship could not come into fruition. And you had, for your own emotional, psychological, self-love, safety, all those kinds of things, you had to walk away, you had to put it down. And what you put down was the burdens that were within you in response to the situation with the sacred lover. And so now we see you, there you are, Virgo. And you're in a safe place now. You're feeling good about yourself. You've completed this. My guides just called it a mission. You completed this mission. And there you are. So you have your blue shoes on. Your whole walk has changed. And you're dressed in your passion. You got your flowers. Doesn't that look like Virgo? You got the little flowers in your hair. Your vessel is full again, Virgo. I think you were very depleted by the battle that this relationship brought to you and all the heartache and all the heartbreak and all the wondering why and the asking why and the, whoo, you know, dueling between the dark and the light. That's what you were doing, Virgo. And you finally put it down and you went on your own adventure. And congratulations. I've been there, done that. I understand the challenge of it, and I understand how hard it is when you put something like this down and you just say, I can't carry this anymore. I got to go have my own journey. So you did go on this great adventure. And what's interesting to me about this is that this woman, there's a prophecy in this card, because she walks away from her husband, she banishes him from her life to go on her own journey. When she reaches the stone and she finishes the race, and she won the race, oh boy, where do you see that? She gave birth to twins. There's something, you see how this is aligned at the corners? We'll have to see what comes here. There's something about this journey that you were on with this lover that is changing each of you forever. And what you're trying to banish is the dysfunction that was in the relationship and all the things that came up to the surface, I think, for both of you. It was not sustainable as it existed. So you took your love, you dropped the burden, and you went out to find your victory, which sent you on this incredible journey into the deep, your destiny turning, because your intention was to change your destiny and to give birth with trust that whatever was meant to come forward was coming, and it was not up to you to create it, because you're working with the universe. So now on a soul level, you're here in this place. You're just sort of doing some review. What the heck was that all about? That is not what I want in my life. Let me please, my guides are, they're talking as if I was hearing your voice, okay? So let me please, Spirit, let me release that. I no longer want to participate in anything that feels or looks like that in the level of love, in the place of love, because this card is the Four of Wands. You're not willing to engage anymore. You want to go straight to the place of the community tent, the place where commitments are made and happiness comes forward. And there actually is a balancing of energy in the Four of Wands in the realm of love. Very interesting. So on this, okay, wait, my guys are telling me to stop. Yeah, okay. They want it like that. Ooh, look what's on the bottom of the deck. Virgo, you really walked away. Some of you really walked away. That's the Eight of Cups. So let's just leave it there, as my guys are saying, as a guidepost. So you went out on this journey. What you've done, the place where you're sitting now, this place of balance in yourself, that's the Devil card. It's the challenger of will. You went in so deep that you had to face all your fears and release them. You had to challenge your own will in order to release yourself. That's what this was about for you on a soul level. So to the best of your ability, this kind of a journey, it's about your ability to let go of blame and shame and frustration and anger and, you know, feeling out in the cold, the Five of Pentacles feeling, where you're so wounded and you're just kind of limping along in the snow and you don't know where you're going or how you're going to make it there. It's given to you as a gift, Virgo. You see the placement of this? What's happening is that is Cernunnos, the antler god of the Celtic world, the Druidic world. In this deck, it's the challenger of will. It's always true with the Devil. You're not chained to anything. You always have the power to reach up and pull the chain off your neck and just walk away. And that's what you did, Virgo. That's the message. Okay. So the Devil in the equation was a blending of the dysfunction that your partner had, their fears. This is about vanquishing fear. They were terrified to connect with you because of their own childhood wounds. So you had to go into the deep, root out all the things you were afraid of, face them one by one, and let them go. And shed your skin. See the snake? Look at that. In order to become fully whole in your human part of your existence. And there are a lot of fears. That's your soul above you, facing and vanquishing your fears one by one, a torturous process in a sense. And so now you're sitting in this place of peace, Four of Wands. And you have the ability to come into union with a person in a love situation. Don't know if it'll be that person that you were connected with. Maybe they were the activator that caused you to go and understand yourself, release your fears, give birth to yourself and, twins. So we'll see. I think you're giving birth to your capacity to be in this kind of relationship without being tied to devil energy that'll just end you, because this relationship ended you on some level. It was really hard for a lot of you. So again, just a reminder, general reading. This reading is speaking to a certain quadrant, my guides are saying, to the Virgo community. If it doesn't resonate, go look at your rising sign, go look at your Venus sign, go look at your moon sign, because the messages will be encoded in there about this thing that you walked away from. So, all right, my guides are telling me, yeah, I'm going to hold on to those. So, yeah, you did it. You released yourself. You walked into your own destiny despite the tragedy that you felt and the intense wound that you felt and the worry that you had about your partner because you walked away. The feminine part of the equation spent a lot of time grieving about the male part of the equation that was in some way mortally wounded at the heart chakra. This is a story. This card is about the things you learn. So it's the Nine of Swords. The intense amount of anxiety that you had because an ending was happening and you knew it was coming and you couldn't prevent it. And the anxiety you had about that was way up at the top end of the notch, my guides are saying. Okay, so you walked away, you allowed the crash to come, it gave you a massive amount of anxiety, but it helped you take hold of your own destiny. We see this beautiful woman of skill, Page of Wands. You're looking forward now, Virgo. You're holding the spool of your destiny in your own hands. Never again will you allow your destiny to be tied to another person, ever. I think you're totally done with it within yourself. And good for you, because it's a very, very challenging endeavor sometimes. So we see you holding the string, the spool of destiny. See how activated you are, beautiful Virgo. If you look at the bottom of her gown, there are feathers on it. This woman has really taken flight, and she's come home to herself. She has connected herself to the light codes within her. And because she has activated herself by going through this really difficult journey and letting go of dysfunction, she now holds the spool of destiny, her destiny. She's in charge of her destiny now. And she probably has some things to say, Page of Wands. She's feeling love energy, she's feeling passion. It might be that there's somebody new coming forward. So we just came through the new moon in Pisces on the 13th of February. And I think today is the 19th. So actually it's the solstice, isn't it? I hadn't even thought about it. That's a prophecy. That's the Ace of Pentacles. What you did on this journey, Virgo, that was activated by this new moon in Pisces on the 13th of February, the portal opened and it illuminated the stone of your destiny because you were ready. Finally, the prophecy about you and your growth came forward. And when you touched the stone of your destiny, remember that? Hang on, my guys want me to show you this. This is the progression that you've had. You become spiritually activated. As you come through April, this is going to come more deeply into you and your destiny's coming forward. So because you have been willing and able to take your personal journey, you have become spiritually activated and imbued with a certain kind of energy. And because you're an earth sign, now you have reached self-activation. And you, in your transformation, that's what the purple garment is about, right down to your hair. See how her hair is purple? She's changed in a way that is irrevocable. And she's able now to shine her energy that comes to her through the sacred realm down upon the earth. She has become self-activated because she's willing to take this horrible journey right here. It was hell. She didn't want anything to do with it, but she did it because she knew she had to. So thank you, Spirit. I love that. So, gang, I'm going to leave it there. I'm curious to hear all of your messages. Okay, my guides are saying you've become love-enabled by not running away from the challenges and allowing yourself to lean in to your own journey. And I think the hard thing when you start, especially if you're with a quantum activator and you feel the energy between you, the love is massive and the challenges come straight up to the top. And it can be very challenging if you're not ready and you haven't finished your work. Some people flow into those relationships and it's just bliss, bliss, bliss all the time. For some Virgos, no, it was not that way. But you're ready now, Virgo. So okay, my guides are saying, continue to take hold of yourself. You're going to heal from this tragedy. This Nine of Swords energy is going to evaporate from you. And when it does, you're going to be standing here holding the spool of your own destiny. And you're going to go forward into your activation. And you'll be ready the next time love comes around. And I suppose if you're really lucky, your partner's done the same thing. And maybe that person is ready now, because there's certainly a lot of change here. So let's pull a couple of cards. I'll give you a little notion. Yeah, look. See that Page of Pentacles? There it is. Somebody wants to talk to you. Or maybe you want to talk to them. There's something coming forward in the month of April. Let's get one more. Spirit, what can you tell us about the month of April for beautiful Virgo? Yeah, there it is. See? Everything I just said. Somebody, probably you, maybe your partner, maybe the notion of balance in your life in terms of give and take in a relationship, there's a great awakening happening. You are being reawakened. You've reawakened yourself into this incredible energy. And you are the bearer now of the Ace of Cups, the universal love element, the vibration. That's what you were after. You know, if you drew yourself to yourself, some kind of quantum activator, quantum partner, twin flame, people call it, you did it because you had some healing to do. And they stimulated you by breaking your heart and causing all kinds of problems, treating you like crap, maybe. That's what it looks like to me. And it caused you to go on your own journey. And if it's true that quantum partners and twin flames and those things exist, then perhaps the person that you're mirroring or reflecting or vibrating with is having their own shift and change. So write me some stories. I really want to hear it. Very interesting the way this is coming forward, okay? A new journey, a reawakening of self. So Virgo, I'll look forward to seeing you on Patreon. We'll do the extended reading and we'll see where this is going for you, okay? Thanks for being here. Put some messages, click the like button, share, and all that happy stuff, okay? All the links you need are below. Bye, Virgo. I'll see you soon.